One thing we should watch when we're looking at Mac Jones, a lot of people talk about his footwork accuracy, anticipation, yada, 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 yada. We were just talking on Twitter about the importance of a strong arm. Real quick, why don't you tell people what you noticed?
Well, I think a lot of people are talking about the legs, the quarterback, and it's the new age. You need the legs, and then people will rebut it and say no, it's more about the pocket presence. But I think when you're looking at physical traits, I think the more important thing to look at is arm talent. And when you look at Super Bowl winners, how many Super Bowl winners have won a Super Bowl without a plus arm? There's not many. I mean.
There was Joe Montana back in the day. I mean, there's Drew Brees once.
I'm sorry. If you look at within the last 20 years,
certainly.
If you last 20 years, you're talking about Peyton. I think Peyton, you could call him a plus arm. I know when he was coming out in the draft, people argued about his arm.
They questioned it, yes.
Yeah, so we could put him in with the low arm talent, or B arm talent guys. But it's Breeze, it's Peyton, it's the guys with the
Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer. Late career Peyton Manning with the best defense. Yeah.
Yeah, your other 15 Super Bowl winners are
strong arm quarterbacks.
Arm talent. Yes.
Yeah, big time arm talent. So maybe the mobility isn't necessarily the common denominator here. Maybe it's a big arm. And my question with Mac Jones is, does he have it? So far, we've watched him throw passes behind the line of scrimmage. Here he goes to throw downfield, and you notice that he's got about the Grand Canyon to work with here. And when he does actually throw it, you see there's anticipation. He hasn't made his break yet. He's letting it go. That's nice, but it's not a ton of zip on that throw.
No, there's not. It's an anticipatory throw. It's a ton of zip. I feel like even that his arm is stronger this year, but when you watch him, it's like when you throw a ball with a little kid in the backyard and they try to put everything into their arm so they can match the arm, and they're just like their body's just flinging. Like that's what his body looks like to me when he has to throw a ball with some power on it.
And what's great is Alabama affords him the time and space to do that. Look at this.
Yeah, he's got all day. Yeah. But he puts
in the NFL, you often have to throw this pass off your back foot with one or two pass rushers right in your face.
And if that's Jalen Ramsey, look at how long it takes that ball to get there. Can he break on that? Can Jalen Ramsey break on that?
Yeah, good point. I mean, I don't know who this Auburn corner is, but he's not Jalen Ramsey. Okay, here he goes.
This is a throw. I think if he has a little more arm, that's a touchdown. Look at all the space that he has to fit it in the back of the end zone.
Good point. Look at all the space he has in the pocket too. It's just not the NFL. That's a brick wall.
I think they're only rushing 3, and they're rushing 4. Sorry.
Now again, the thing with Mac Jones that I appreciate is anytime he throws the ball, stop it right there. Who's he throwing to? Where is the guy? I always appreciate the anti-Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't do this.
No, he recognizes the cover. He knows he has one-on-one that safety.
I like that.
And he makes throw. If he had a better arm, he makes his throw and it's touchdown. Even then, the guy's got a shot. I think it's Waddle. He's got a shot there, but a little better arm, he can put that more on the outside because he's got a lot of room to place it. Look how much distance there is.
Yeah, this ball should be right here.
Yep, you put that ball
somewhere in here. So yeah, I mean, look, he hits the guy in the hands, but we're watching this asking, is this guy's arm talent substantial enough for the Niners to justify the pick? And so far, we don't know. We haven't seen it. This is a Jimmy pick. This is Tampa Bay Week 1, 2019.
Yep, 2019, and arm strength does play into it here, right? Because he floats that one out there. If he's got a better arm, then he can possibly put a little zip on it and get it there. But because he's floating it and he doesn't see the safety, that safety can make the play. But if he had the arm strength, saw the safety, he could try to zip that ball outside. But I don't think he can physically even do that. But he didn't see the safety, so he tries to float it. And he's not even looking in the field, so he doesn't see the safety.
And I mean, look, so a lot of times he's able to have the time and space to really step and drive into these throws. Yeah. Now this is more of an NFL pocket, even though it's actually more constricted in the NFL. But this is closer to what he'll face in the NFL if you were on the 49ers. And look, it's just there's no weight transfer. That's very Jimmy. And there's nothing on the ball.
Yep. And that's important because it lets the safety make the play.
Yep. Again, like you got to be able to make strong throws off your back foot like this in the NFL. Have to. There's going to be guys in your face most of the time, more than 50% of the time. Real quick, I was telling Coach before we started, I was like, look, there's two things we can do. We can postpone now, in which case Guy won't come until like 6:30, or we can not postpone, in which case he's going to come 10 minutes into the episode. I told you that was going to happen. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's how life works. Anyway, he said we got 15 minutes. That might mean we have 30. You never know. So let's keep going.
Yeah.
He comes right back, though, right? This is nice.
It's out and up.
This is beautiful. And again, this is something Jimmy can't do or doesn't do. Watch, he goes now. Look at that.
Yeah, and the thing you like to see, right, is you just threw a pick and gave the other team a score.
Get it right back.
Yep, get it right back.
Get it right back.
Right.
It's great.
So I give that a plus. And we're questioning his arm. He gets it out there.
Hey, you don't need a lot of zip to throw a good deep ball. This guy does throw a good deep ball. We question his zip. I mean, we know he doesn't have big time zip, but neither does Jimmy.
No.
Neither does Jimmy. Really nice throw. Jimmy doesn't even attempt it. Let's be clear. And he fits this in between.
Yeah, that's he puts it right on the sideline.
Yeah, he does. That's great. Great. Jimmy would have put this like overthrown, or he would have left it inside, or
he can't leave that ball inside.
That's a pick. Okay. Also, one more time, let's look at it. In terms of the eyes, he goes there right away. Really, that safety should have got over it. In the NFL, you never know. That safety might have got there.
Yeah, he hits it.
Go, dude.
Right.
Go. Yeah. In the NFL, I don't know if that's going to work, dude. Man, those eyes.
Depending on who that safety is, the safety might be able to get over there. I mean, Earl back in the day could.
I mean, if he were to break now, he'd have a chance. Because
the other thing is that's also in the NFL. Remember, the hash marks are different, so that's the safety probably could get there because the hash it's going to be.
Yeah, good point.
The hash is going to be closer. So
good point. Okay, here we go. Back foot. That's nice. You see, just when you want to say Mac Jones is way overhyped, he makes a really nice throw. Let's pause it right at the moment he decides to pull the trigger.
And his face.
I is here. Great.
Yep. He definitely, and you see it in 2019 and in this game, and you see it in 2020. He anticipates really well.
He does not hold the ball a long time.
No.
And that's breezy. But there's a whole lot more that goes into being Drew Brees.
With some of these elite NFL DBs, are they going to be able to break on those balls? And the other thing, and I think when you watch more of the Sarkisian offense and even all offenses, what they take advantage of matchups between with the safeties and the linebackers. And I think for me, the big discrepancy in NFL is those linebackers are more athletic than in college, even more athletic than the SEC. Like the SEC has obviously athletes all around, but like you're talking about guys in the NFL that understand, they understand coverage better at the linebacker and safety position, and they're better athletes. And so those matchups they're there, but they're not there like they are in college.
Easier to scheme up those big plays over the middle in college. This is a Niner-ish play.
Yep.
Hits him in the back.
It's interesting. No. I've seen Lance run this play, and Lance shrugs off that defensive end and just.
Yes, that's right. So, and this one hits off his back, and it's a pick six. Second pick six of the game.
Yep.
This isn't necessarily Mac Jones' fault.
No.
It's a little unfortunate.
I mean, the only thing you'd probably say to him here is just take the sack. But he's trying to make a play. I think for me, you tell him to take the sack. Obviously, they covered this play well. They scouted it. The guy was there.
All I know is if Nick Mullins threw this pick, the Niner fans would be done with him. Done. You're done. Goodbye.
Yeah, but that is a play where arm talent would help you there, because if you had a arm talent, you could get it in front of him, and at worst, it's an incompletion.
It's true. This is behind him. If it were out in front, it wouldn't have hit off the butt.
You have some arm talent, then you put that in front of him, it's incomplete, and then you kick a field goal or you live for another down.
This is some arm talent, though. Hold on. Wait a second. Watch this. Boom. That's nice. He had some zip on that. I like the RPMs on that one. Okay.
I think it's another. How many times have they ran this?
See, again, when you want to say, hey, this guy's no better than Jimmy. I can't remember the last time Jimmy made a throw like this.
No, he doesn't.
They need to try it.
If he makes it, was definitely before he got injured.
Yeah. And now it's a lollipop. There's no zip on it, but if he doesn't,
check
perfect placement.
But again, let's look at the hash though. So he's
throwing a far throw.
Far hash. So again,
maybe over here.